Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am working on my own garage. I'm sorry it's not a free cleaning, but sometimes I have to do these videos for my own sanity in between free cleanings because those do take a lot out of me. But I love doing them. I just sometimes need to do my own house and yard and post those videos as well. But I do feel like I've got some fun things coming up in this one, especially the power washing. So satisfying. So I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, what's up? I am going to be cleaning out my garage today because it's a bit of a disaster. See back there? It's been like this for about 4 months as my husband's been working on some cornhole boards out here. Normally that's me that works on that kind of thing, but since I haven't had time, he's been the one doing that for some friends. So anyway, that plus I've got a lot of other stuff to clean up here. Let me turn this around. So gotta declutter that. All this stuff. I made that like bike rack probably like 15 years ago. And it still works, so we're gonna use it still. But I am gonna hang up my husband's bike up with mine up there today. Sorry about the cars. So gonna do that, get it out of the way, put my cleaning stuff back in this deck box, but I need to declutter that. Hold on, loud car. Do they not know I'm filming? Can they not stop driving by my house, please? Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, so clean that out so that I can fit my cleaners back in there. And then we just bought this deck box. I'm thinking deck box, sorry. Then we just bought this toolbox or tool chest, whatever it's called, to just put all of our tools in because right now they're hanging on a pegboard and they're kind of cluttered. So I'm gonna store a lot of them in there. So we've been wanting to get one of those for a while. Let's see, we've got this mess of the cornhole boards, all of these shelves. Oh, one big thing, I need to figure out what to do with these blue barrels because, I mean, they work right here, but it's not my favorite place, so we need to figure out a better place to store those because that's where that toolbox is gonna go. So that's all my scrap wood in the corner that my husband wishes I would get rid of, but I like my scrap wood pile, thank you very much. And it's a balmy like 30 degrees out here, so hopefully I don't get too hot. That's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually recorded this back in February and then didn't finish the garage until a couple of weeks ago because that's just how my life is sometimes. I don't always get to finish the projects I start on when I start on them because I have so many other things going on. But I finally did get back to it. I don't care if I look ridiculous. This feels so much better. My ears are cold. It almost went through my hand. Jeez. I don't even know what that is, or if you can see it. Oh, my hands are so dry. Anyway, it is sharp, whatever it is. Do you like the scrapwood storage that I made out of an old cornhole board? That's why there's a hole cut out of the front of it. I don't remember why that cornhole board didn't work, but I didn't want to just throw it away. I thought, I'll just use it to make something, and that's what I decided to make out of it, to hold all my scrap wood. Now we'll switch to the other side of the garage for just a minute while I put away all of these cleaning supplies in my deck box. And I'm kind of running out of room in that deck box for everything. I really need to pare down some of the cleaners that I use. Some of these are still from when I very first started my channel over a year ago. So really need to get those used up and just decide on some of my just very favorite cleaners and stick to those, because I keep getting tempted to try new ones and then I'm like, but why? If something works, just keep using it. And here is yet another unfinished project. That sand right there holds the footprint to my sweet Newt, my miniature schnauzer who died last July. And we were intending to make a plaster mold of his little paw print out of it, but still haven't. In fact, it's still sitting in my laundry room waiting for that. So I just need to get that plaster ordered and get it done so that I can cross that off my list. My favorite tool. Yeah, I've had this jigsaw for probably 15 years. It was one of the first nice tools that I got for probably a birthday or Christmas present, because that's usually what I ask for now. But it has made a lot of fun things, and I just love that it's so versatile and can make so many different things. So just love my jigsaw. And now I'm taking off my makeshift workbench because this was my solution to creating another little workbench, and also keeping our water storage out in the garage is just building a little table that can sit on top of those. So that's just my creative weird brain at work creating these solutions. But now we got to move those barrels because, well, not have room for the other tool bench if I don't get those out of there. So they are still sitting on the side of my house waiting to be filled up and put in a different spot. Though not necessarily in that order. Probably put in a different spot and then filled up. So right here, I'm just clearing everything I can off the workbench and even stuff off the pegboard and putting them in totes and things off to the side until I get the toolbox in place and know what room I've got in there, so that I know what's going to go in the toolbox versus back on the pegboard, and anyway, just figure out what works best where. And so you'll see that at the end, what I decided to do with everything. Anyone needs something for their home alone house? That would feel good to step on. They're for putting railroad ties together. Okay, I really have no idea what happened here because I am not sure where the footage went, where I'm putting the toolbox in place and getting some of the stuff put into the drawers. But yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to have to show you what I have in each of these drawers at the end, and that's just going to have to be good enough. Okay, I'm going to tell you one of the strangest things about me is that I would much prefer to clean up a bigger mess like this than to tidy up as I go. I mean, I will tidy up as I go sometimes, especially when I'm cooking and, I'm waiting for something because I don't like to waste time either. But I love, like, after Thanksgiving meals. On this last Mother's Day, we had my in-laws over and a couple other family members. And for my Mother's Day gift to myself, I was like, I want to clean the kitchen. Please let me clean the kitchen. As long as you cook the dinner, I will clean because I love the bigger transformations. It's very weird, I know, because it seems like it would be just so much easier to do it as you go, and it probably is, but I would rather wait until the end of the day to do all of the dishes, load them all at the same time. And our garage can get so out of control before I actually clean it. My husband's like, okay, is it messy enough to be cleaned yet? And I'm like, yeah, I think it's time. I will go tackle that right now. And then I get super excited. And speaking of being excited, you should get excited right about now because some of the best scrubbing sounds and power wash sounds are coming up and it's very satisfying. So I will let you just enjoy those. So the first stuff that I put on there was Zep driveway and concrete cleaner, a diluted mixture of that. And then after I squeegee this off, I'm going to scrub it with some paint thinner, actually, to get the rest of the paint off. I wasn't sure it was going to work, and so I didn't film it, but that's what that is right there, and it did indeed work very well. Power washers are just the best. They're so much fun to use. This didn't actually get as clean as I wanted it. I probably need some like rust remover or something, but it's okay. There it is dry, so it does look a little better. I'm going to switch to the spray nozzle on this side, and I love that it works kind of like an eraser. Okay, now you get to see the whole garage again at super speed, and you're going to see a guy walk in here in just a sec right here. So he was selling pest control. I'm like, I'm in the middle of something. Like, I had the power washer going at that point, and he approached me. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm busy. But that did not sorry, can't speak, did not deter him from coming to talk to me. But needless to say, I did not get pest control from somebody who was interrupting me. Just kidding. I've actually done the pest control thing, so I get it. It's hard work and get rejected all the time. I was nice about it, but I was like, no, kind of in the middle of something. I got it covered. Thanks. So it's probably a little ridiculous to even be washing this off since it's just going to get really dirty again because it's in the garage. But it's probably just as ridiculous as cleaning the garage floor. And I don't know, there's just something satisfying about it to just do every once in a while. But here are some of those after pictures. And then I'm going to show you all of the labels that I put on the new toolbox. And yes, these labels probably are a little too pretty for a toolbox, but that's okay. It just adds a little feminine touch to it since they are mostly my tools. Okay, so here's what's inside this top drawer. It's kind of more of a random drawer there. My Dremel stuff, my pneumatic tools. I love those. All of my, router and my, what's that called? Circular saw. A little bit random staples, stapler, things like that. Plumbing hardware, hanging hardware, I don't know, stuff like that. Nuts and bolts and other hanging type stuff, I think. Allen wrenches and a socket set. And then my sanders, grinders. And then my Sawzall and jigsaw. So here's just a picture of it from the front. And then just a little tour of the rest of the garage, which is not going to be perfect. Oh, and here's my other toolbox, the one that we already had. So here's what's in those, just work gloves and stuff for the pegboard. My Craig jig, I love that tool as well. All my drills. And then my screwdriver bits and drill bits. My air compressor, table saw. Just got a few random things down here, nails and screws, and I think that's like electrical stuff. And this was already somewhat organized before I even started, but just some more wrenches and socket set. And then these are like nails and screws of all different sizes that I had a lot of fun sorting a couple years ago. I think this is actually intended to be like a craft box, but that's what I use it for. It's my nails and screws. And then there's minimal things on the pegboard. I haven't decided if I want to hang anything else up there, but this is, I'm calling good enough because there's so much more I wanted to do with it, but I really needed to be done and move on to other projects. I had stuff, and I think at this point I had a house waiting for me. I think it was Mira's that I was needing to get back to. So I just called this good. This actually didn't come out as good as I wanted it to, but I might have to get some different kind of driveway cleaner. What is that? Weird spot. Okay, and here comes some before and afters just for comparison. This spot did turn out a lot better, but the rest of the floor, not great. This spot actually doesn't look that much different to me, but thought I'd include it. But see, the floor, it looks a little streaky, but oh well, it's a garage. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting even this not free cleaning one. And remember to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you know when I put out a new video. And remember that I am camping this weekend, so if you leave a comment and I don't get back to you right away, that's because I'm camping and I won't be back till probably Sunday evening. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.